Hi. Okay, so I'm making this live because I tried to record a video on my actual computer and it deleted it. It didn't even save it, which kind of makes me mad because I really liked the video that I made, but it's okay. Um, anyways, I am trying to not, oh God, I'm trying to not care about what things look like right now. And I'm trying to focus more on what I'm saying so I'm not behind some fancy backdrop and I'm not trying to film this in a way that's aesthetic or exciting. I feel inspired to reclaim my my digital space. I think when I started this channel, I was in high school and would make the cutest covers of songs that I loved and just come on here and be myself and be unashamed and just share my joy and my gift for music. And somewhere along the lines, I think I lost sight of that spark and that freedom. And honestly, I'm I'm just over that. I'm over it. I'm done being suffocated by my own mind and my own perfectionism. And I want to start documenting my own just recovery and process creatively because for better or for worse, I can't shake it. I've tried to put music down. I've tried to do something else. I've tried to, you know, put my attention somewhere else, but it always calls back out to me and I'm just I'm done trying to run away from it. So, I'm making this to document the process, to stop the spiral of perfectionism that has plagued me for so long. Today is July 28th, 2026, which I cannot believe I'm saying that. My birthday is next month, and it's going to be 29. I cannot believe that. I think there's a lot that I struggle with regarding time right now because I can't believe how fast it's flown by. I think I started this channel probably 10 plus years ago. Yeah, I definitely wasn't 19. I was much younger. And just to think about all that has happened since then um, is wild. And I need a place to unpack it, not even for anyone else, but for myself. And if sharing that can be helpful to someone who watches this one day, then let it be so. Um, but I think at the end of the day, I trust God more than I trust myself or my own desire or my own timeline or my own expectation for what things should look like. I think everything happens exactly when it's supposed to happen and how it's supposed to happen. I just need to remind myself that every single day. And so I think, I don't know, this is kind of like a stake in the ground to remind myself that I am worthy of my own journey. And I mean, I know that I'm worthy, but I don't have to wait for it to be perfect to share it and that it's going to be beautiful to look back on it. And so, yeah, that's what this is. I'm currently in the mountains in Colorado, um, which is where I'm from and grew up. But this is the first time I've been able to spend like extended time in nature, and it's really healing. I think I'm often like, oh my God, I want to be back in California. I miss the ocean, but it's a whole other story. I think there's so much beauty in the mountains too, and just being engulfed around earth and trees and rivers and just a different flavor. Not to mention it's like my favorite color palette of colors. Like everything that's out here is what I wear and like to surround myself with every day. So just trying to be present out here. I've been writing some music and just feeling inspired again for the first time in a long time. And so I just wanted to come on here and say that and remind myself that it's going to be a journey. It's not going to happen when you want it to happen, but it's happening in perfect time. And just trust that. Trust that. I know it's so hard. I know it's so hard sometimes, but you know it, and you just need to remind yourself of it. So, yeah, one day at a time, and just documenting the process. I think right now I'm writing um, out here, and it's the first time I've really allowed myself to just write lyrics and not be so self-critical about them and not expect perfection, but just get back in the swing, or really start for the first time this swing of like creating from a place of honesty, and not like sitting down and trying to write a hit song. Just like sit down and speak what you're feeling. Speak what you're feeling and write it almost as poetry, not with this idea that it has to, come out and be a radio single, or that it has to define who you are as an artist to the world, and all this just like pressure on pressure on pressure on pressure that just adds, and eventually you become suffocated and you can't create anything. And I'm just so tired of being in that space. And so I'm making this to just remind myself, or to tell myself, and to tell anyone who comes across this video, that like you deserve a chance as an artist to create from a space of honesty. If it's something that it feels like it's calling out to you and you don't know why, and you don't know how to make it stop, and you don't really want to, I think we have to separate the idea of like wanting to create from the space of like wanting to be seen, and wanting to create because you're a creator, endowed by the creator to create. And I think that that's so important to distinguish. And if you find yourself in the latter, not getting in your own freaking way, because that is the biggest disservice that we can have on ourselves and on the world. And so I'm just done doing that, and I want to get back to how I was when I started this channel and was free. And I don't care about the subscribers. I'm just going to stop caring about the audience in general, because that shit drives me crazy. I think social media has just done a number on me and my entire generation. I'm at the point, I got a flip phone. Like I couldn't even keep my iPhone. It was too much. And like trying to delete the app, and trying to like 2 years. I got it in 2024. I've had this I've literally had a Nokia flip phone, and all that it has is GPS with no voice directions. So at least I can get to where I need to go. It has text message, it has the green text messages, phone calls, and Snake. And like, I guess it has YouTube, but the screen is like this small. So it's like, what am I really gonna watch on there? And it's honestly been so nice and just so healing. And I'm just on this journey of like, just reclaiming myself, because I don't know where I went, but I'm ready to come back. Such a long journey, so many things that I can share. Not sure if I want to share everything yet, just because I'm new to this whole being online thing, but let's just take it a day at a time and start with this. Literally couldn't even record the video on my computer, so I'm on YouTube Live. Hopefully this like saves onto my videos. But yeah, I just vow to stop caring about the audience, and vow to just document my journey. I wrote a song in the cabin the other day that I'm obsessed with. But in my mind, I'm like, these lyrics aren't complicated enough, or, I didn't single-handedly produce the entire track. Like, and just my brain coming up with things that are like these reasons to not share, or to not live in my creative identity. And I'm just thankful to have enough peace of mind in this nature to not let my brain just run on autopilot anymore, especially when it comes to the thing that I am the most passionate about in life and want to do. Like, we don't get to let that be hijacked and run on loop anymore. Because the reality is, if my dream is to create and to leave music and art on this earth that will outlive me, I cannot create it and then not share it. I cannot wait until I have the perfect setup, the perfect producer, the perfect situation, till it's perfectly mixed and mastered and da 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 da. Just start. Focus on starting first. Then you can make it good later. And the first handful of songs that come out of my brain, I cannot be so precious about as to think that this is like my stake in the ground of the musical fabric of time and space. Relax. It's just your first few songs. Let's not worry about if it's iTunes or if it's SoundCloud or if people are going to think that it's not as legit or official if it's on SoundCloud. The first song you put on SoundCloud got over 1 million streams, El Shaddai. And you did that at like 16. And you'd never uploaded anything ever to that platform, ever. And that's how it performed. So instead of worrying about it being perfect, let's just worry about doing it and not being precious about our ability to do it. Because as a child of God, you're literally connected to the creator of the entire universe. And he has an infinite supply of creativity and an infinite supply of inspiration and lyrics and songs and structure and inspiration. So let's just get the dirty water out of the damn faucet publicly in front of people, because I know that that's what you're scared of. You can't be afraid to be seen. You can't be afraid to be in process. That just feels honest to me. It feels terrifying because it's like, holy cow, you're really gonna like put it all out there. But it's like you're putting art out there. You're not putting your life and diary and your whole business in the world. It's just your creativity. And not being seen trying is just keeping your creativity veiled, and that's not fair. So I'm gonna go down to the river and meditate and come up with the next bold move that I want to make as I venture into creative recovery. And I promise to be back. It's the one thing I can say right now. Not thinking about the whole staircase. Let's just go one step at a time. Love you. Talk soon.